Dave Bautista completely shreds woke Marvel in this brutal interview that we're going to be taking a look at here. And of course, as we all know, he plays Drax the Destroyer in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it looks like that is quickly approaching to an end. And we'll get a little bit into the beef that he has with Dwayne Johnson right now as well, because that whole situation is getting more and more crazy as it develops as well. But let's get into this and see what he has to say about Marvel here in this interview. So Dave Bautista confirms exit from Guardians of the Galaxy Drax. It's a silly performance and I want to do more dramatic stuff. And if you think that is the worst of what he has to say, well, think again. So let's get into this and see what he has to say here. Speaking with GQ about his acting career, Bautista stated, "I am so grateful for Drax. I love him, but there's a relief that it's over." He added, "It wasn't all pleasant. It was hard playing that role. The makeup process was beating me down and I just don't know if I want Drax to be my legacy. It's a silly performance and I want to do more dramatic stuff." And this is a complete flip with how actors used to think about Marvel. There used to be a point where Marvel, or where actors working in Hollywood, found it to be an honor to be asked to be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But it looks like that is slowly starting to change as Marvel is becoming more of a joke, with them continuing to pursue all of the woke BS that they are doing, as their stories continue to become more crap, as their characters continue to become weaker and honestly just not as memorable as they used to be. So it's interesting how the narrative on this is changing, but what Dave Bautista has to say about Marvel next is completely shocking, and even I wasn't fully aware of how crazy the situation was between him and Marvel, and how they really treated him with a lot of disrespect. And it shows that Marvel really isn't the great company that a lot of people kind of thought that they were. The more dramatic stuff appears to be working with director Denis Villeneuve. So he talks about this real quick. Bautista indicated he would work for the director for free, telling the outlet, "If I could be a #1 on the call sheet with Denis, I would do it for effing free. I think that's how I could find out how good I could be. He brings out the best in me. He sees me in a different light, sees the performer that I want to be. That might be how I solve the puzzle." We all know that Dave Bautista is just hustling like crazy to continue to build his acting career. He is really trying to do as much variety with his performances as he can. And honestly, I think that Dave Bautista is honestly, he's a pretty decent actor. There was a point where when he was just kind of doing Drax, where I was kind of like, okay, he's just kind of another wrestler meathead type of dude who's turned an actor. But I think Dave Bautista actually can bring a lot to his performances in ways that even people like Dwayne Johnson can't. Bautista previously indicated that Marvel Studios saw no value in either him or the character of Drax back in 2019. In response to an article from GQ South Africa reporting on Bautista's desire to play Clayface in a standalone film, the actor tweeted, "Point is, I freaking love comic book characters and I want a standalone. Marvel Studios doesn't see worth in Drax, or possibly myself, or both, but I'm not giving up." This is crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy that this is truly the way that Marvel sees him. And that's just, it's nuts to me, because Marvel has so much potential with what they could do with some of these different characters. And especially like characters like what he's bringing for Drax the Destroyer. But he has this to say also about Dwayne Johnson, which is kind of crazy. Dave Bautista says he's not the next Dwayne Johnson. "I just want to be an effing good actor." So they may share a similar physique and previous work experience, but Dave Bautista is adamant that he is not the second coming of Dwayne Johnson. "I never wanted to be the next Rock. I just want to be a good effing actor, a respected actor." Now look, there's a lot of things that Dave Bautista has said in the past that have really annoyed me with who he is as a person, but overall, I do think that Dave Bautista is very genuine when it comes to this. I think he really wants to continue to bring it as much as he can when it comes to acting, and I think he is honestly delivering in ways that even Dwayne Johnson can't. Not saying Dwayne Johnson's terrible or anything, but Dave Bautista is definitely bringing it to another level. So with all of that being said, let me know what you think about what he says here about Marvel and Dwayne Johnson in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.